There are free men among us, men who have unshackled themselves from the expectations of society to pursue a life of freedom, liberty, and success on their own terms. In 2006, a 27-year-old man named Jarod was roped into a long-term relationship with a Western woman. Then one day in 2012, Jarod chose to go his own way. Greetings, esteemed viewers. In this video I would like to talk about Dr. Robert Plutchik, his psycho-evolutionary theory of emotions, and his wheel of emotions. Robert Plutchik was a professor in the Albert Einstein College of Medicine and adjunct professor at the University of South Florida. He was also a psychologist who co-authored more than 260 articles and wrote 8 books. His research interests included the study of emotions, and he developed an influential psychoevolutionary theory of emotion. Plutchik's theory of emotions has 10 postulates. The concept of emotion is applicable to all evolutionary levels and applies to all animals, including humans. Emotions have an evolutionary history and have evolved various forms of expression in different species. Emotions served an adaptive role in helping organisms deal with key survival issues posed by the environment. Despite different forms of expression of emotions in different species, there are certain common elements or prototype patterns that can be identified. There is a small number of basic, primary or prototype emotions. All other emotions are mixed or derivative states. That is, they occur as combinations, mixtures or compounds of the primary emotions. Primary emotions are hypothetical constructs or idealized states whose properties and characteristics can only be inferred from various kinds of evidence. Primary emotions can be conceptualized in terms of pairs of polar opposites. All emotions vary in their degree of similarity to one another. Each emotion can exist in various degrees of intensity or levels of arousal. Plutchik also created a wheel of emotions, commonly known as Plutchik's wheel. I'd like to discuss this today and highlight the different emotional states I feel in 3 different living scenarios. Scenario 1, life in the West as a MGTOW. Scenario 2, life in the West dealing with Western women. And Scenario 3, life in Pattaya, Thailand, dealing with Thai people in the naughty nightlife. Scenario 1, life in the West as a man going his own way. What are the emotional states that I feel the most? Serenity, joy, interest, anticipation, optimism, amazement, hope at what the future holds, the knowledge that I'm a free man who can come and go as he pleases, with nobody getting in the way of my hopes or my dreams. Satisfaction in engaging in hobbies without anyone bitching and moaning in my ear. Amazement at all the free time to spend as I please, studying, engaging in hobbies, travelling, relaxing, working hard and making a difference in the world. The serenity of knowing that I'm coming home to a calm, quiet home, free of anyone making a stressful situation through nagging, bitching, complaining and negativity. Scenario 2, life in the West dealing with a Western woman, aka in a relationship. Apprehension, fear, annoyance, anger, rage, contempt, boredom, disgust, loathing, sadness, grief, disapproval, distraction. I'd like to note the negative emotional states when dealing with Western women. The anger, annoyance, contempt, disgust, irritation, frustration, guilt, shaming, boredom, sadness, agitation, stress, and the tension. We all know the anxiety at approaching Western women at nightclubs, as though their bitch shields up all the time. They're thinking, who is this loser? The powerlessness of knowing that there's nothing that you can do in the West to help yourself except to get on a plane and leave, as feminism is a destructive force that has a hold of Western society, and it goes all the way to the very top. Now, what about dealing with Thai prostitutes in Thailand, a society where feminism has not taken such a powerful hold on the people, and Buddhism is the national religion? Amazement, acceptance, admiration, ecstasy, joy, anticipation, and interest. Feelings of amazement that a place like Pattaya, Thailand actually exists in the world. The feeling of acceptance and respect from the Thais. The smiles from people wherever you go. The ecstasy of engaging with stunningly beautiful Thai people who look up to you instead of down at you like back home. The joy of spending time with Thai people who have beautiful hearts, Jai D. Asking yourself, how is it possible that a street prostitute could have such a powerful effect on you? And how come none of the empowered Western women back home have ever had this kind of effect upon you, ever in your life? The amazement that the ladyboys are more attractive than any of the Western women that you've ever been with, ever in your life. The anticipation of getting dressed up and heading out for a new adventure and meeting a new partner for the night. The knowledge that after your paid encounter, you can leave and get back to working hard in peace and quiet. I choose scenario 1, MGTOW for 11 months out of the year in the West. I choose scenario 3, expatting to Thailand for 1 month out of the year. I will avoid, like the plague, scenario 2, life with a Western woman. Over time, a woman loses her looks, whilst your sex drive as a man is increasingly focused on youth and beauty. I think that you'll find that living a celibate, child-free MGTOW lifestyle in the West, combined with expatting to non-feminist countries, is the long-term solution that you're looking for to live a great life. It's very important for you to understand the powerful effect that culture, society, and religion has upon individuals. Feminism has brought the worst out in Western women, while the lack of feminism in Thai society, combined with Buddhism, has restrained bringing out the worst in Thai women. It's there, but it's restrained. Remember that you as a Western man have had your self-image formed in a culture and society that hates you and does not want you to be free. You'll find that travelling to places like Thailand will allow you to see that your self-image is off and give you the chance to reset it to where it should be. You are a Western man, greatly in demand in the developing world. I'll leave you with The Pretender's Table, which highlights the engaged emotions in each of the 3 situations I have discussed. Remember that not all Western women evoke these negative feelings in men, but also remember that the Western woman needle in the haystack, the Nawalt, is not available to you. And also, time will turn her into an AWOLT anyway. That's all.